Most people have no idea about the cheap boats sitting in driveways that are absolute gold mines. To the untrained eye, these weathered vessels look like junk, but with minimal effort, they offer unbeatable utility and massive returns. Here is the countdown of the top 7 cheap boats everyone ignores. Number 7. The Sunfish Sailboat. This is the ultimate undervalued entry-level vessel hiding in plain sight. Walk through any coastal neighborhood, and you will likely spot one of these iconic, flat-decked little boats sitting forgotten alongside a garage, gathering leaves and moss. Because of their sheer abundance, neglected used hulls can frequently be found on local marketplaces for well under $300. But do not let that low price tag fool you into thinking they are worthless. The Sunfish features a brilliantly simple lateen rig design which makes it incredibly easy to repair, transport, and, most importantly, learn to sail. All it takes is a weekend of elbow grease, a quick fiberglass polish to bring back the shine, and a replacement $150 sale can instantly double or even triple its resale value. There is a massive, evergreen community demand for these beginner boats from summer camps, families, and sailing schools, ensuring a near-instant flip for any restorer willing to put in minimal effort. Number 6. The Aluminum John Boat. If you want the indestructible, utilitarian workhorse of inland waterways, look no further. Unlike fiberglass, which can suffer from soft spots, delamination, or blistering over time, aluminum simply does not rot. This metallurgical advantage makes even 30-year-old hulls perfectly viable assets for savvy buyers. Bare, oxidized hulls often sell for a mere $200 to $400 from owners who are just desperate to clear out yard space. They look like dull, dented scrap metal, but they are a blank canvas for profit. By investing in a sheet of basic marine plywood to build a custom casting deck, applying some outdoor carpet, and clamping on a used electric trolling motor, you completely transform the vessel. Suddenly, that yard ornament is a highly desirable custom base fishing rig. The best part is the near-zero depreciation curve of these boats. You can build it, use it for years to fish your local lakes, and still sell it for a handsome profit when you are ready to upgrade. Number 5. The McGregor 26. This is perhaps the most highly controversial but incredibly profitable trailerable motor sailor ever built. Sailing purists notoriously ignore and openly mock this hybrid design because it tries to be both a powerboat and a sailboat, which artificially drives initial purchase prices into the ground. But their snobbery is your financial gain. The McGregor 26 features a highly unique water ballast system. When emptied, the boat is exceptionally light and easy to tow behind a standard family vehicle. Once in the water, the ballast fills, providing the heavy stability needed for safe sailing. Families and weekend beginners actively seek out this exact model because it offers a surprisingly spacious cabin for overnight trips and the ability to outrun a storm using a large outboard motor. Step inside and you will find a remarkably clever layout featuring an enclosed head, a functional galley, and sleeping berths that comfortably fit a family of 4. It is essentially a floating, self-contained camper van. If you can find a neglected model, deep cleaning the moldy interior cushions and properly servicing the outboard engine can easily net a $3,000 to $5,000 profit margin. Number 4. The Catalina 22. Introduced in the late 1960s, this remains one of the most mass-produced fiberglass sailboats in maritime history. Because of its sheer, overwhelming abundance, neglected, moss-covered models frequently appear on the used market for well under $1,000. Sometimes, marinas literally give them away just to clear up dry dock space. However, that production volume is exactly what makes them a goldmine. Replacement parts are universally available and incredibly cheap to source online. You will never have to hunt down rare, custom hardware. The Catalina 22 often features a heavy iron swing keel, which not only provides excellent stability in rough winds but also retracts completely, making trailer loading an absolute breeze. You will never have to pay exorbitant marina slip fees because it fits right in your driveway. The restoration process is incredibly straightforward. A simple bottom paint job, a vigorous hull compound to restore the gel coat, and a basic rigging tune-up will completely revive the boat. Once polished and seaworthy, a restored model reliably commands upwards of $4,000 from buyers wanting a safe, reliable pocket cruiser experience. Number 3. The Hobie Cat 16. This is the legendary beach catamaran that single-handedly revolutionized multi-hull sailing across the globe. Today, it is not uncommon to see faded, sun-baked models sitting on flat trailer tires behind a beach house, often given away for free or sold for under $500 by owners who have aged out of the sport. What casual observers miss is that the asymmetrical fiberglass hulls are practically bulletproof. They rarely suffer from the catastrophic structural failures that plague other neglected sailboats. The patented kick-up rudders and simple aluminum mast setup mean that you can launch it directly through the surf without worrying about destroying the steering system on a hidden sandbar. Because the engineering is so rudimentary, replacing snapped wires or worn halyards costs literal pennies compared to larger yachts. Usually, all it takes to unlock its value is ordering a replacement mesh trampoline and taking the time to wet sand and polish the twin pontoons. Once the vibrant colors pop again, a clean, water-ready Hobie 16 easily sells for $2,500 or more to resort goers and adrenaline junkies. Number 2. The Boston Whaler 13. This classic unsinkable skiff from the 1960s and 70s practically defined a whole generation of American boaters. When these hulls are severely neglected, they often become waterlogged and covered in grime, looking like completely irredeemable junk to the untrained casual buyer. But beneath that ugly exterior lies a legendary engineering marvel. The famous internal foam core construction maintains total structural integrity even when the outer fiberglass is cracked or damaged. You can literally cut these boats in half and they will still float. What makes them a massive gold mine is the high-end rabid collector market for fully restored vintage whalers, particularly those outfitted with their original varnished mahogany woodwork. There is an enormous financial gap waiting to be exploited. A rough barn-find acquisition might cost you $1,000, but after carefully drying the hull, patching the fiberglass, and refinishing the wood, that same boat can command a premium $1,000 payout from nostalgic buyers looking to relive their childhoods. Number 1. The Bayliner Capri. Prepare to be surprised, because the outboard-powered Bayliner Capri is the ultimate ignored gold mine in the used boat market. It carries a widespread reputation as a cheap, mass-produced entry-level runabout that seasoned boaters actively avoid like the plague. But that terrible reputation is exactly why they are so profitable. Here is the secret strategy that boat flippers use every day. The true value of a dead Bayliner is almost always locked in the intact outboard motor and the galvanized trailer sitting underneath it. You can routinely buy a non-running Capri for $500. By parting out the lower unit and power head of the outboard and selling the trailer entirely on its own, you can easily yield a 300% return on investment before you even touch the boat itself. And if the hull happens to be structurally sound, a basic vinyl seat repair and a spark plug change transforms it into the perfect instant sell starter boat for summer buyers desperately wanting to get on the water cheaply. Which of these hidden gold mine boats are you going to hunt for next? Drop a comment below and let us know your thoughts. Make sure to hit subscribe for more insider secrets and valuation tips.